Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Kirby reaction. I never thought I would get more than one Kirby song requested in my Patreon queue, but Akoriha had another idea, so I guess I'm listening to this one from Star Allies. This is, of course, True Destroyer of Worlds, Astral Birth Void. What a title, and this one is like almost 13 minutes long, so I've been actually putting this off for a few extra days just to make sure I was in the right brain space to do a video this long. Full forewarning, when I listen to songs this long, I tend to kind of get my general thoughts out during the reaction more than I usually do, so expect a little bit more yapping and putting my thoughts out there as we go along, with a shorter bit at the end where I usually talk about the song at length, but this is going to be so long, I feel like I would forget about a lot of it by that point, so I tend to just tackle it while I'm listening actively, so hopefully that doesn't bother any of you, but that's kind of what I do here, so I guess without further ado, let's go! And so begins a very extensive journey. Woo. It's already kind of fun. Ooh. I can't tell what time signature that's in. It's something 6 or 6 something. I can feel that in there. Wild. Kirby music. It's on a different level, I swear. Is that a 6/8 maybe? Might be. Could be. Ooh. Oh, that was a neat... The flute there was really cool. It was super subtle. Great use of dynamics at this part. Just being super subtle with it. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. We're getting a beating here now. Very clappy sample there. This is a different sound profile. This is wild. I kind of expected like an orchestral movement, you know? Like multiple different chunks that make up this entire song, but I didn't expect that much of a shift in the tone. Wait a minute. It's kind of bridging them now. It's still so lighthearted somehow. Despite clearly feeling darker, it has a villain energy to it, but once in a while it does something that makes you go, oh yeah, it's a Kirby song. And this like organ like lead, whatever that is, it's just having fun. Ooh. There's that other sound profile from earlier again. It's like bubbly, kind of alien feeling synth. Very spacey. I guess that makes sense with the title like Star Allies, you know? But you never know. The music can always be a little different. All right. Never mind, we vibing. This must be like a different song they stitched in here to kind of make it complete. Woo. Woo. Go ahead, throw your time signatures out the window. Just freeform that shit. It's wild how much fun it is for being as intense as it's supposed to be. That's such a Kirby thing. Unassuming. Would absolutely murder you if given the chance and reason. Cool. We kind of tying back to the first theme now? Maybe. We're getting a bridge. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, coming in with some motif work. Ooh. That was beautiful. Yeah, this tone is different now. They shifted it. See, it still has elements of that first theme, but it sounds softer. And now we're back to it. Nice. Beautiful bridge. Ooh. God. Ooh, I didn't think they were gonna go lower. They did. That must have been like really close to the very bottom of the keys. Bring back in that like beautiful softness again. The drums in this, by the way, the overall percussion, insane. Some wild choices. Just tossing in little accentual things and some random measures throughout the song. I love how they keep tying this back in. I keep feeling like it's gonna move on, but it always reminds you what the motif of the song is. Woo. I heard those square waves under there. Whoop. There they are, more prominent. Nice, subtle, maybe a nod back to the original games in a way. I love that. I mean, call me old, but I love that. even letting that chiptune show up and do its own thing. It has its own part. It's not just like mimicking another instrument. It has its own runs and stuff. That's so nice. Ooh, oh. Oh. We got that classic sound in there that's like, don't forget the clock. Time is still a factor here. Oh. Yeah, I know this song. Hell yeah. Love it when they throw that in. It really doesn't feel like Kirby until they throw in a little bit of that motif. This has had a few, but you gotta have that. Again, little accents on the percussion. Lots of cymbal stuff just dancing around. Call me biased, but I love that. And back to the main theme. Right there, like the percussion adding an accent to bridge that lower piano back in. They're so careful about their reintroductions of different portions. No instrument in this doesn't have a purpose to show up when it does. Lots of cymbals at that point. I love that they put that back in there. Just that little bit of that doon 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 doon. Don't forget. One more time. I love how they tied that motif in there so much. I didn't even recognize it for the first, like, what, 3/4 of the song? It was so unique through the entirety of it that I was like, oh, it's got to be a new one. But God, that last one, after hearing the main theme, it tied it all together. That was so cool. Okay, so like I promised at the beginning, I'm not going to yap your faces off here at the end too much, but I just can't get over the use of the Green Greens theme the way that they did here. I know that they sprinkle it into a lot of Kirby music because, of course, you have to tie it back. But with that, with the chiptune stuff being introduced and kind of letting you know that something's coming and then doing that with it and then taking it back out and then like slowly handling that motif at the end, just kind of allowing my brain personally to understand where that came from, because I had heard it through the song up to that point and I would have never made that connection if they hadn't thrown Green Greens in. It was just such a subtle addition and a very, very clever adjustment to the theme that didn't really make me see it or hear it until later in, after I had been refreshed on what the actual motif itself was. And just the fact that they did both, the fact that they put basically like a rearrangement of it in there and then also the original, just to be like, hey, I'm gonna flex on you real quick, we can do both. That was so good. The reintroduction, like I was talking about, of every instrument, everything in this song had a purpose and it went exactly where it needed to. There was such smooth transitions for all the instruments all the way through. Everything that was coming in was like teased a little bit before, just a measure or two before. I've been hearing that a lot more in songs I've been listening to recently, and it's always such a neat factor. I've heard it for years, but it's so cool to like realize that and kind of understand where these pseudo bridges place themselves just to tease tease it a little bit just to give you almost like a feeling of narrative irony. Like it's there, you know it's there, but it really isn't clear until a different part of the song plays in, and then you're like, oh, that's why that was there. That's such a cool factor to composers for me, and people who can do that and balance it out and make it feel so gradual. Other ones I've heard more recently have been a little bit more like straightforward with it, but this one was so beautifully gradual. Everything felt like a gradient of color going into another color, and the entire time you're like, that's the same shade of green. Why did it end yellow? What happened here? Why was there red? Where did that come from? Like, it's just such a neat feeling. But I said I wasn't going to yap your faces off, and I'm going to keep to that. So thank you all so very much for watching. Thank you, Ikoria, for putting this in, because damn, what a beautiful song. I'm kind of bummed whenever I listen to ones like this that I end up loving, even if they're super long and I know it's going to take a lot out of my brain. I am so floored every single time, and this is another one where I'm like, why did I wait so long? I should have listened to this weeks ago. But here we are, and it's done, so if you have something else you want me to get to, drop it in the comments below, and maybe I will get to it at some point down the road. Or if, like Ikoria did, you want to guarantee something, go to my Patreon and my YouTube memberships. There are tiers where you can guarantee me listening to a song, no matter what it's from or what it is. I will give it a listen, and otherwise, if you just like this video and you want to follow me and support me for more stuff in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!